But I have a look at the map and looks like we might just see some contest
of Sosnovka as well as the main island on Erngl. Well, we'll see which team comes out on top. For the meantime, it seems like Godlike are taking a fight against TSG. Chris has been knocked down on the street, but Enigma are also in the vicinity. They have to be careful with how they approach this, because if they go in for the finish, they will be exposing themselves. But no, look at the awareness coming from Godlike. They will instead take the fight against Enigma, knock one of their members down, and they might be able to find a little bit more over here. Eggy will be cleaned up. It seems, no, we actually got cleaned up by Rex. Oh no, Rex got cleaned up by Avi over there. Z-God will take up, what? I'm a little bit confused.
I'll tell you what happened over there. Again, there were so many shots being fired from every single direction that Avi accidentally put a few shots in the vehicle that were just moving past him. He blew it up, but all the... Oh my goodness, look at the amount of grenades. Unfortunately, they are going to bounce off. So what happened was he did let loose a few shots, and accidentally it did hit his vehicle, as a result of which his teammate went down. But the credit is going to go Godlike's way. Now, they do have 3 finishes for themselves, again, in prime position, but they got to be careful. Now, they might think here, Floki, their backs are secure, but speaking of their backs, TSG Nickel is going to expose that little kink in their armor, and for now I do believe they are going to get the iron out, and well, iron out all the kinks. Nickel, you got to be careful if you slip down. Looks like Jonathan just might capitalize on that. Have a look at DC. He is already knocked out, he is close, and well, as we just anticipated, Jonathan comes under fire.
Oh yeah, Jonathan could be in a world of trouble hiding behind that rock, but well, they don't really know where these shots are coming from just yet either. Godlike, they have no idea what the angle is, so they're going to be dropping a couple of smokes for good measure, just covering all their bases, and then maybe look to rotate out. But they are caught in a very awkward spot where they either have to go through the water or take a big risk and drive their cars out.
Now here's the thing, I do believe, Loki, the circle might in fact shift further down south, so Godlike's position just yet is not going to be prime location in about 20 seconds from now. We might just see some, well, Normandy action once again, because our eSports are going to be on the other hand. There you have it. They have the coastline down below all to themselves. UDog is going to be up on the bridge, and oh so crazy is going to be swimming just underneath them. For now, let's have a look and see. No, it's not going to be to the south. In fact, it is going to be on their location. However, now this is when they might just move out and might give 7C a run for their money, and well, a little contestation for all those compounds. Again, the only few compounds still in the circle. Now, speaking of compounds, TX still have a compound, but it is at the edge, and well, we know Godlike, they want to be in the center of all the chaos that is to come.
Oh yeah, and for the first time ever, we will see a sniper rifle come into the picture, but in the meantime, we're going to turn our attention towards DSM instead. They do seem to be eyeing up the member
around Revenant Esports, and now they are in the circle. Look how the tables turn. Again, the same position. They went out, and they decided to come back in because, again, too many enemies lying in wait for them.
Oh yeah, they need to first make sure that they can at least take them out, because otherwise they're going to get stabbed in the back, rotating away from this place. Clutch God going to be moving his vehicle out just a little bit. In fact, he's going to be making sure that it goes behind cover. It's a little bit safe from all those nades that could be lobbed in, and at this distance, I don't think any nade is going to touch him. So good play coming in there from him. In the meantime, Neo is trying to find some other angles of attack over here, as he knows that his TSG at his back. He knows that there is also another team in his front, and towards their flank they also see a couple of smokes, so they know a third team could be in the mix. As Godlike, once again, they're trying to play King of the Hill, but they're one
flank as far as TSM is concerned. With speaking of teams coming towards them, the Revenants, oh boy, that is a bold move. Jonathan is going to let them a few shots, but it is going to be Scout from TX who gets the middle of Paradox. Now Crazy is going to be letting loose as well. Paradox is going to be taken down by Neo. Godlike are on a rampage once again. 7 finishes for themselves, but now this work is still cut out for them. Yes, their backs are secure for this moment, but now TX, oh boy, these boys want to make sure that Godlike are put on the ground. Call it personal liberty, call it whatever. They are going to make sure they blockade the boys from Godlike, but now Godlike Esports, they know what's to be done. In fact, they might just lob a few smoke grenades to obscure the vision of TX, and then might make a move for their position itself.
Oh yeah, I mean, TX, they have to be a little bit careful, because once those smokes come pouring in, they're not going to know where Godlike are going to be coming from. In fact, Neo's going to hit straight in and try and play on the edges of that smoke, but from the other side, looks like TSM will be taking out Ultron. Ultron has to be a little bit careful with this position. Aquanox spotting him out with the M4. He is going to be cleaned up, and now Team X
is going to take the fight to Godlike Esports again. They shouldn't have done that, because remember, Ultron was back there to provide cover for TSM exactly. The flank was left loose, and well, TSM Aquanox is going to be capitalizing on that. Jonathan's clutch guard, I beg your pardon, Godlike's clutch guard is going to be spotted out. Gil is going to be the one who takes him down, but looks like it is going to be Aquanox. No, it still is Gil who gets the final say in that finish elsewhere. Old eSports out, and now Gil with a little bit of a grenade barrage, trying to keep Godlike at bay.
Oh my god, Team Xbox, they've just got the side of TSM as well as godlike tipping their hats to them as they do all of the work, but the finish is being stolen away by both of these members, and now Gil and Mavi wondering why they worked all that much. I mean, why they spent those long hours, those long days at the training range trying to make sure they get their aim right, only to have godlike as well as TSM steal those knocks away. On the other side, though, it does seem that Reckoning Esports are in a little bit of trouble, but we will continue focusing over here. Mavi, oh my god, goes out in the open for just a second, gets shot in the back, but godlike are still fighting. They will take Gil out, and Mavi, he is going to be able to heal himself back up, but it's a 1v4 situation. He's trying to be the hero. He's trying his best, but no, Z-God will put him 6 feet under.
Oh my
godlike
goodness!
informed them by Dave. Nade exploded, took out all of them.
Dave, and with that, UDog India have balked their loss. They are going to be out in this game, the 9th position, with a decent 7 finishes for themselves. Now, the only thing that TSM have made a mistake, in my opinion, they've let Godlike come in. Yes, they have given up the upper ground. Now, this is where Shadow is going to be pivotal, because from that distance, he could provide some cover. He could provide some information. There you have it. In fact, it was Shadow who is going to make sure that Neo is kept at bay.
But Neo's brain is so big. I mean, he sort of in his mind has some sort of idea of what kind of formation TSM are going to be running. As soon as a single shot is fired, he tucked tail and ran away. Jonathan, however, did not get the memo. Those nades could be big, but Jonathan survives by the skin of his teeth as that grenade only scrapes a few chunks of his flesh off. And seems that Jonathan will be able to regroup with the rest of godlike, heal himself back up, and there you go, that first aid kit being tossed over by his teammate so that Neo can toss it over to his teammate, and maybe they can heal themselves back up.
Now, if the circles shift to the west, which I do anticipate, it just might, TSM could be in trouble, because from the distance, Reckoning Esports, the Wolves could be hitting them, but no! The BGMI gods are going to be favorable, but now, if Shadow's position is compromised, there's Loki in from Jonathan's been taken down, but Z-God is going to reciprocate in kind. He shoots, he connects, while over here Mr. Spray is going to make quick work of the ninja himself against Grills. They have to be careful. There's another teammate right next to them.
They still have one man.
Still one man. And that one man is going to make sure that he does everything. It is the man from the Matrix itself. He is going to get the better of 7C Esports. 3 of the members are going to be down direction. 2 of them are going to be down. 1 is going to be a bit too close. But what he's going to do is make sure he capitalizes on the finish. Is he going to hit the deck? No, he isn't, because, well, he